no Nick out here again today. Any word on how he's travelling, if he'll be right for Friday?
For me, I'm not sure. Jason might know better, but
Yeah, no, Nick's arrived today, and as far as we know, he's okay. He's had a bit of a virus, so he's had to take a couple extra days back home, and we'll see him here soon. But we have all expectations that he'll be fine.
So he will hit up today?
Yeah, he'll hit this afternoon. Yeah.
What are you preparing yourself, Sam, just in case? Obviously, you've been playing a lot of singles the last couple of days outside of notice. Are you ready to go on Friday if you get the call up?
Yeah, for sure. And I think for me, that's the position I've put myself in this team to be as well. Obviously I'm doing a lot of my double stuff, but if one of those boys, for any reason, is not ready for Friday or Sunday, I've put myself in a position where I can play singles, and especially on a grass court in a Davis Cup environment that I've done well in before. I'm definitely ready, and if that chance comes for me, then I'm definitely excited about it as well.
What is the virus and what was wrong with Nick?
I'm not sure specifically what actual virus it was, but it's something he got when he was in Dubai. I think there was a few other players that got sick over there as well. But he had a lot of tennis in the space of 2 weeks. It's probably pretty cold over in Marseille, and then going indoors to outdoors. So it's not a huge surprise, I suppose, to get sick over there. But he's doing everything he can, and as far as we know, in the last few days, and we'll see this afternoon.
How much of a concern is it leading into the big tie?
Oh, well, it's not ideal. I mean, you'd like him to be here hitting on grass a little bit earlier, but I think one of the good things about Nick, he can adapt and adjust pretty quickly. So, his health is our biggest concern. So we just need to get him healthy and see where he's at. But it's not ideal. But if he's healthy and he's ready to go in a couple of days, we expect that he can play well.
Has it affected him in terms of weight loss?
I've got no idea. I haven't spoken to him and I haven't seen him, so I'm not too sure.
Dr. Jason.
Yeah.
The back and the hip, though, they seem to be okay.
I think they're fine. Yeah, I think that hampered him clearly over there in Dubai, but we expect that's fine.
If he doesn't make it, is there any chance we might see Lleyton pull on the green gold?
I don't know actually. He's enjoyed the hitting though. He thought he was retired and he's been hitting more than these guys. But it's probably the first time that a captain's actually had to get out and prepare, and as if he may play. So as you know, he's a great team man, and he'll do whatever he needs to do, whether that's playing, sitting on the side. But we don't expect he'll play. But we'll have to wait and see in the next 24 hours.
Have you discussed that though at all?
Oh, not really. Hasn't really come up. But as I said, he's been hitting a lot of balls. So he's a thinker, and he thinks ahead, and he's pretty organised. So I'd say in his mind, he's just covering all these bases.
Sam, he played a pretty intense doubles against you two yesterday. I think he bellowed a massive come on after a lengthy rally. Where is his format?
No, I mean, it's stock standard Lleyton, isn't it? He's out there doing 2-on-1s and hitting as many balls as he can, and for him it's probably a different role than most captains play. I don't think you see as many captains hitting as many balls as him, but I think he actually enjoys being a part of that as well. And he's the guy got to number one in the world and won Wimbledon. He can definitely hit a ball on a grass court.
Just in terms of preparation, Sam, have you felt that Nick's absence has caused any detriment at all? Or?
Nah, I mean, the guys who've been here have been working super hard. I know Piers, been super pumped to be in the Davis Cup environment, and he's been out on court for hours and hours every day. And Reedy, who's here hitting with us, has been great. And Rusty's been out hitting, and we've got a bunch of guys around the team. Jamin Crabb and Peter Luchak and Stoltz, and it's great having Roachy back in the mix again. And the camaraderie between the guys and the attitude on court and everything's been fantastic.
How are you enjoying gelling?
Yeah, good. We've known each other for a long, long time. We played in Sydney this year just to sort of get a feel for each other, outside of, I guess, the pressure of a Davis Cup environment to start with. But we've been playing, we're getting a feel for each other, and Teddy's been out doing a little bit with us as well, especially doing a little bit of stuff with Piers out there again this morning. And we get along great, and I feel like naturally we play the right sides to play together, and the guy's top 10 in the world as well. So I'm feeding off him a little bit from a lot of the double stuff too.
Just the experience of last year's Davis Cup semi-final, does that still sit with you, or did you just sort of dismiss that pretty quickly after the fact? Or?
No, I mean, obviously it was a disappointing one, but that atmosphere in Glasgow was an unbelievable atmosphere to play in, and hopefully coming back to Melbourne, playing, it's the first tie for me in a big city in Australia. Obviously we played in Perth in a playoff and then up in Darwin, but I'd love to see a crowd like that here at Kooyong, and a real boisterous one that gets behind us and gets behind the Aussie team in full spirit.
Do you draw on that though, I guess, as a motivation?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're probably one set away from making the final and maybe even winning the Davis Cup last year. Obviously there's a lot of things that would have had to play out, but that doubles was pivotal, and I think I'll definitely be better having that experience, having having had all my Davis Cup experiences.
If it comes down and you have to say, for example, play Soccer in a singles rubber, the experience at Wimbledon last year, what does that mean for you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I beat him in a Grand Slam tournament when he was seeded, so on the same surface that we're playing on here. So definitely, gives me a lot of confidence, and I feel like if that's a matchup that ends up, for me, it's a good one. I like coming forward and making him pass out the back end side and using my slice and getting the ball low. He's got quite extreme grips, and I definitely take confidence having won against him as well.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Much appreciated.